Morning Year 5s, welcome to Literacy. Hope you did the watching of the video and the Manga Messiah okay. And this is the next part of our day. And I laughed at Zachary's comment that eating Oreos was savage, and I promise I will definitely not be doing that again. I'm not eating an Oreo. I'm not doing it. This is not an Oreo. Okay, anyway. Random reporter. I know that you're not here, but I'm going to pull this out. And if your name comes out, I'm going to pull out 3 names actually. If your name comes out, type your answer into the social stream. And if you're early, if I'm recording this a little bit before 9, so if you are posting this just after 9, I know that you paused the video, you did the random reporter properly, and you will win points for your team, which I am yet to organize. But teams will happen at some point. 3 people for random reporter, and the question is this: what is the strategy for writing a paragraph in a persuasive piece? What is the strategy for writing a paragraph in a persuasive piece? Here you go. First person. Oh, Zachary. It is Zachary. Second person is Annabelle. And third person is Andrew. There you go. 3 people, random reporter. What is the strategy for writing a paragraph in a persuasive piece? If you're one of those people, pause the video now and go and write it in the social stream for today, the 24th of the 3rd, Tuesday, English page. Okay? Pause the video, go and do it now. And we're back. All right, everyone. Let's see if these people got it right. You can check in the social stream to see if they got it right. The strategy is Oreo. And do you know my wife, when she bought me these packs of Oreos when she went out shopping, like I talked about in the video where she was supposed to earn 9 stickies, she was like, oh, I really feel like an Oreo now. And I was like, no, they're for my school, for my class, / for me. Okay, Oreo. The O stands for, say it with me, open with argument, which is your point for that paragraph, which could be either the medium, the weak, or the strong point, one of those points. R is your reasons, so that's where you start to explain it a little bit. And E, I accidentally said the wrong thing in the other video. I said explain for this, but E is your example. I think I said example first and then explain later. But example is where you stuff it with senses. You stuff it in, you just push it in, push, stuff in all of the senses like a sleeping bag. That looks like a shower. It's not meant to look like a shower, it's stuffing. And then your last one is on to the next point. So for the people who uploaded their writing for feedback, there was quite a lot of people. Well done, those people. Almost everyone did this. They got the open with argument right. That was all good. Reasons, yeah, that's what we've been doing for a while with persuasive writing. So reasons everybody got. It was the example with the senses where people dropped off a little bit. So that's something to focus on. And then on to the next point. I'm pretty sure everybody, or almost everybody, got that one as I wanted it. So good job if you had feedback that said you got all of those things. If not, now you know what to work on next. Good job. That's our strategy for today. And I found that photo. Actually, I couldn't find the photo of the exact photo I was thinking of, but this is the puppy that I was talking about yesterday. This is my sister's puppy, where I started talking about how she came to our family when I was in year 12 and I was studying, and so I would study inside at home, and then I would hold her on my lap because she was a puppy and she needed to be held all the time. And this is Bailey. This is not the puppy photo, but this is one time where she had to wear the cone of shame. There she is. Oh, look at that little face. Look at that little face. So cute. She had to wear the cone of shame because she got bitten by another dog in the park. The other dog was off lead when it shouldn't have been off lead. And there is Bailey. I'll turn the lights off so you can see her a bit better. There she is. What a cutie pie. Hello, Bailey. So that's the dog that I talked about. She's now a dog. She's still pretty little because she's a toy poodle cross. But that is what she looks like. She's a cutie pie. All right, there we go, your fives. Now, let's actually start this second OREO, which is going to be your work for today. And pause if you need to get this down. I was really impressed with the people who diagrammed some of the things that I was drawing on the board. It's a really good strategy to make sure you get everything you need. Here's your sizzling start where you painted your picture. My paintbrushes are looking worse and worse every day. You paint your picture and you state your view, and then you also preview. That's our sizzling start. And then we've got our 3 OREOs. Medium, weak, strong OREO. Let's give the strong OREO some biceps and some weird goblin hands. That's a little bit better, except he's only got 4, now he's got 5. Don't be a goblin. This is the strong OREO. Medium, weak, strong. My walrus says, so that the strong point is the one your reader remembers the most and they are convinced before they stop listening. And medium keeps them interested because it's still quite a strong point, just not as strong as this. Now in your OREO, it's almost like you're eating an actual OREO. And this is the O, open with argument. This is the O on to the next point. They're like the biscuits on top. And then in the middle, you've got the filling. Looks kind of like a weird open stapler. Anyway, the filling's meant to be nice and big. Nice big filling, that looks a bit better. And this is where your reasons and your example go. And I want you to stuff it. Not so much the reasons are just explaining. But the example from the real world, like my Bailey story, I want you to stuff that with senses. And that really is what makes the OREO nice and full of filling. I love that. So it's the same for all of these paragraphs. They're all OREOs. And the filling is the example and the reasons. Nice big filling for your medium, weak, strong OREOs. Okay, show me how much you understand about that. All 5s, amazing, all 5s. You're not here, so you can't disagree. All 5s, yay! They are your 3 OREOs. And I did a video on this just before we started doing school from home. But then, of course, we have our exciting ending down the bottom. If you want to remember the strategy for that, we're going to go on to it later. But if you want to remember it ahead of time, you can go to the video on the English page. It says Persuasive Writing, Exciting Endings. That tells you all about the strategy. It's kind of linked with the sizzling start. That is a whole persuasive piece here, 5. That is one whole persuasive piece. A ton of people were kicking goals on the first OREO. And today, we're going to extend it a little bit. We're going to go 2 OREOs. Some people have done more than 2. Some people even did 3 yesterday, which was great, very impressive. Do at least 2. At least 2. Of course, if you want to go on to 3, that'd be even better. That's 1 tick. That's 2 ticks. If you include a sizzling start as well, where you paint a picture, state your view and preview your reasons, 3 ticks. Woo! And that's where we'll leave it today. Let me give you a quick example. So, carrying on with my piece. I would recommend that you also carry on with your same piece that you started yesterday if you did only 1 OREO. If you did multiple Oreos, then you'll have to do a new piece because you've already done all the Oreos for them. I did one Oreo, so I'm going to carry on with mine. If you've already done 3, do another prompt. I'll put up some new prompts today. Here we go. I've done my on to the next point. Puppies are the only thing you can enjoy for free. You can also hug other people. Hugs are one of the most rewarding experiences, except for now. Don't hug anyone now because we have to be clean and hygienic. Hugs are one of the most rewarding experiences in life, and they don't cost a thing. That's my open with argument. My reasons. Scientists have shown that hugging other people for a period of time releases hormones that aid in healing, positive emotions, and overall well-being. That is true. I think it's called oxytocin. Could be wrong, but I think it's called oxytocin. That's what hugs do. So the more you hug people, the more those hormones are created and released, and then you have those happy feelings. That's my reason. My example. A real life example is the best. If it's from your own life, that's good. If it's a hypothetical example that you just make up, that's fine as well. I'm going to say, imagine coming home at the end of a long, hard day. Your teacher yelled at you. Your best friend stole your lunch. I'll make it a bit more realistic. Ignored you, and you don't know why. You dropped your lunch in the mud, and a preppy kicked you in the shins. Oh man, that is a hard day. That is a long day. Preppy kicked you in the shins. I'm going to add some sensors because I haven't stuffed it with sensors quite yet. I've got a couple in there, sort of, but it's not very strong. So say your heart beats slowly. Your lip trembles. I usually write tears roll down your cheek, but I've used that way too much. So I'll try something else. Your lip trembles. Your breathing comes in sighs as you remember all of the heavy things that are weighing on your mind. I could even stuff it a bit more. Oh, how long's my paragraph? Oh, it's okay. I might be able to add a little bit more. Because the example and the senses are the important bits. Your ears are ringing from being yelled at. Your shin is throbbing from the kick. And your tummy is grumbling from your missed lunch. There we go, that's the example with sensors. And now let's finish the scenario, but you walk through the door and your, I'm going to say dad, but you could say mum, and your dad is there to wrap you up in a big bear hug, hold you tight, and tell you it's all going to be okay. This hug makes everything feel better. There we go. Now I'm going to go on to the next point, which for me was that better even than hugs, than puppies and hugs, is the only truly free thing in the entire universe, the love and relationship with God. There we go. That's my on to the next point. And then my last Oreo would be how God's love and relationship with him is completely free for us. There we go. Okay, that's my Oreo. It's quite a big one, actually. You don't need to have it that big, but if you want to, that's fine as well. Okay, thanks year 5. Hopefully that makes sense. 2 Oreos minimum. 3 are better. With a sizzling start, even better. And then you have that extra writing on your Tuesday page where you get the visual prompt to do that as a bit of extra work as well. Okay, thanks year 5s. Let me know if you have any questions about that. Good luck.